start recording, how we're going to get the world to vibrate off of what we believe and what we say and what we deem is true. I know. Let's go ahead and call ourselves doctors. We're going to put on white coats. We're going to give ourselves these fancy letters behind our names. Literally, the first doctors did not attend any school. They didn't. And so we're not going to get deep into that. But here's the thing: whenever we go to their schools, and then we get this ego that, oh my God, I graduated, I have this education. But again, it's their truth. So we need to establish the truth by the truth of source. And so that's what we're going to get in tonight. Okay. I'm going to start sharing my screen. Hopefully, once we start sharing the screen, I am going to be able to still let people in. Hold on a second. All right, let's go here. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. How are y'all feeling tonight? It is a Wednesday night. And I really like to do this on a Wednesday. I really, really, really do, because it's the middle of the week. It's hump week. I'm going to like hide that there. We're going to put that right there. All right. Let's start from the beginning. In the beginning we shall. All right. So how is everybody doing on this middle day of the week? It is almost over. The week is almost over. So this is a perfect time to tune in, tap in, put your focus in your ears like whoo, and let's get into this. Okay. So welcome to the Balance Your Liver Chi Master Class. I have been holding these classes. I would say this is what? Maybe the fourth class. I did a big one back in April, where I really tied into iridology. So those of you who've gotten that, you can actually use that on maybe your clients, your students, your family. So those are those who went to that, they got that information. Okay. And so be sure to have a notepad, a pen, and an open mind ready wherever you are. If you're not even able to access a notepad, a pen, and well, you can access an open mind. You can do that. Only you can. But have that notepad and pen ready, because you're definitely going to want to take notes on all of the the notes and the messages and the information that I'm going to share with y'all. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? And those of you who are just coming in, please put in the chat where you're coming from. Also, I want to know, let's get a feel of who we're talking to, right? I see it as all women so far. It's all women. Um 20s to 30s in the house, put a 1 in the chat. If you're in your 20s to 30s, put a 1 in the chat. If you're in your 30s to your 40s, put a 2 in the chat. If you're in your 30s and your 40s, put a 2 in the chat. I'm going to check the chat right quick, okay? We got a 1. We got a 2. 30 to 40s. Okay, 40s to 50s, put a 3 in the chat. 40s to 50s, put a 3 in the chat, okay? 50 to 60s, put a 4 in the chat. 50 to 60s, put a 4 in the chat. And 60s and above, put a 5 in the chat. Okay, put a 5 in the chat. So we just want to get a vibe of, okay, this is the group that I am talking to, so that I know how to help solve your specific problem. All right. So what we will cover liver chi stagnation. There's not all of the points that we're going to cover on here, okay, because I added some things. Okay, so this is what we will cover. We'll cover liver chi stagnation, the best herbs to flush your liver, emotions in your liver, the great cholesterol myth, right? We have this thing that cholesterol is bad, and we need to take that stigma out of our mind so that we can really understand what cholesterol does for your body, okay? And we're going to talk about the importance of liver flushing 4 times a year for aging and rejuvenation benefits. And again, plus bonus information. Who likes a bonus? I do. Who likes gifts? I do. And if you stay to the end, you're going to get that. All right. Let's see. Let me make sure. Hold on a second. All right. Yeah, we're going to start right there. We're going to start right there. All right. So we're just kicking it right off. All right. We're kicking it right off. Right. Usually I kind of warm you up, but I kind of did that already, right? I mean, didn't I do that? I warmed you up. And so what I want to say here, this is going to lead us into what we're talking about. Now, most people look at diseases as like one area that is in disease, right? If you think of female diseases like endometriosis and fibroids, and we think of just the uterus. If you look at ovarian cysts and we think of just the ovaries, you think of breast cancer, we only think about the breasts. I remember I was watching a reel on Instagram, and there was this guy, he was talking about herbs. He was like, you have something issue, take this herb. And I'm like, that herb is only really helping one aspect and area of the body. And so we're missing like a whole like chunk to the piece of the puzzle when it comes to disease. And what really baffles me is that, based upon even just studying basic anatomy, even in school, it's just shocking to me that the medical industry still teaches this like one flow, this localized uh disease, right? Where, oh, you have this one thing, and like, let's focus on that. Let's kill that. Let's kill the cancer, right? Let's oh, you have this virus. Let's kill that. No. And so I'm going to tie into how the liver and your gut is really the controller of everything that's going on. So bioflow, what is bile, right? And so we're not going to spend too much time on this because I know this is the boring part, right? For many of you, you're like, I don't care about bile. Just get me to the part where I need to solve my problem, right? So bile is that liquid, that alkaline liquid that you produce in your liver. And what does that do? That helps you to break down fats. Okay, so every time you eat a high fat meal, whether it's anything fried, anything cooked, your bile is getting to work to break all of that down. And actually, what it does, it helps to produce vital vitamins, right? Like your vitamins A, your vitamins B, your vitamins C, and your vitamin D hormone, which is essential. We're gonna have a whole different like live on the importance of this, that super hormone vitamin D, because a lot of people take vitamin D deficiency lightly. We go to the doctor and they tell us we are deficient in vitamin D, and we're like, oh, okay. Okay. Do you know that is so detrimental, not only to your gut, to your liver, but to your heart? The people that have been diagnosed with vitamin D in their younger years, they have a greater chance of developing cardiovascular diseases such as heart disease, coronary artery disease. You have a greater chance for that. Okay, because all of this deals with what? The bile, the cholesterol. Okay. Do you have enough of it? All right. And do you have a lot of plaque in your system? All of that, the vitamin D helps to protect against the plaque in your arteries when that occurs. So what's a whole like, just, we need to really talk about vitamin D and how it's tied to not enough sunlight. And when you get that sunlight just shining on your skin, that vitamin D acts, I mean, the sun activates the vitamin D processing, so that also your liver is producing more of it as well. Okay. So that bile, again, the liver produces the bile, then it goes to the gallbladder, right? And we've heard of gallbladder. How many of us heard of the gallbladder? Right? Like, we kind of know what it does. We probably heard that somebody had gallstones, or auntie and them had gallstones. Somebody had gallstones and they had their gallbladder removed. Right? And if you talk to the average person, we know somebody that may have, right? And so this bile is released into your intestines again for digestion. Okay, so it breaks down the fats again, and absorbs vitamins and also waste products. It removes toxins from your body and from the intestines. And it actually helps with balancing your gut bacteria. So let me talk about this too. This whole thing about the like stomach virus. Children saying or the school saying, "Oh, there's a stomach virus going around." Let me tell you what that is. The stomach virus is your body at work. That is a polluted body. Remember this. If you don't take away anything from this live, from this event, remember this. There's no such thing as disease, only a polluted body. And everything that's created from a polluted body is what you see, what we call today. and one of them is stomach virus. All of the symptoms of a stomach virus mirrors a fatty liver, a fatty gallbladder, and poor gut bacteria. And what happens is the body is doing everything in its power to get rid of it. And so you're going to go through all these different things. You're going to go through the nausea, the vomiting, the pooping, the watery poop. Look at this. Let's look on the screen, right? This is the symptoms of a bile acid or the lack of bile circulation, right? So consequences of this circulation, watery diarrhea, right? Isn't that from stomach virus? Frequent and urgent bowel movements, painful stomach cramps, and difficulty controlling bowel movements. Now, these are the symptoms not only to stomach virus but to Crohn's, to IBS, right? I get on TikTok and I'm like, this girl talks about I have IBS. Oh gosh, yes you do. You just communicated that to every cell in your body. And when you realize you are the commander and they are your loyal soldiers, you will watch your language of what you say to yourself. Okay? So look at all of these different things when it comes to Crohn's disease, when it comes to all of these bowel diseases, is just really a malfunction gut bacteria flow and a poor functioning fatty liver. Now, you may be wondering, like, how did this happen, right? Like, how did I get to a fatty liver? Well, every single time you eat, your liver has to process what you eat. So if a person is eating, we got we got one of everyone in the house. We got one person in there still in their 20s. We got a person in their 30s and 40s. I didn't see the other person, but let me check the chat really quick. Okay, we got yes. Okay, she said I know it's a yellow liquid. Okay, so when I'm talking about when it comes to eating and your liver, right? You have this high fat meal, you're eating and eating and eating for 20 plus years. 20 plus years. Constantly, that plaque has to go somewhere. That fat has to go somewhere. And what happens is your liver is doing everything it can to get rid of all of that, but it can't because it's bombarded. It's too much. All right. And one of the things that your liver does is produce cholesterol. And you're going to leave here tonight knowing that, oh my God, I didn't even realize cholesterol is not a bad thing, right? Like we've been taught that high cholesterol and all of these different things. Oh my God. So cholesterol is so vital. Why? Again, it converts, it helps to convert into vitamin D. It protects your blood vessels, your arteries, and your brain. It protects against aging, right? And it indicates increased cholesterol, LDL, and triglycerides. Those are the numbers that they look for when they say it's bad, right? So this serves as a protection for weakened vessels and arteries. So let's challenge this myth, right? Lowering cholesterol isn't always the focus. It protects against blockages when properly regulated. And what happens when the LDL, that bad number they say, it gets high, that means that your liver is not able to get rid of the excess bad, quote unquote. I only say that because there's nothing bad about it. The reason why it becomes bad is because your liver's dysfunction to get rid of the excess. So now it has to go somewhere. Okay. So what is it going to do? It's going to go back into the bloodstream. And it's going to cause plaque. And that's where we see coronary artery disease or pulmonary diseases, all of these different things. All right. So I'm going to go to the next video. I don't know if I shared my screen with sound. Let me know if you can hear this. Okay. Let me know if you can hear this. Okay. I can't even hear it. But you know what? It's all good. All right. Because I actually have my mic to the computer. Yeah. I can't hear it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to just kind of tell you a little about it because what happens, I have my mic hooked up to the computer, so I really can't like unhook it because it's going to mess up the sound and everything like that. Okay. So, uh, really what the doctor was saying in that video, he was saying that in other countries, they encourage their patients to have a high cholesterol when they are at a certain age. So when you're in your 60s and 70s, you want to make sure, according to the studies, that your cholesterol is at a higher number because you're protecting your brain more. The lower the cholesterol, the more susceptible older people are to Alzheimer's, dementia. And if you look, even if you go on Google search and type in Alzheimer's in the liver, and you'll see that there's a connection with high liver enzymes and Alzheimer's and dementia. Okay. So this is how we protect our bodies against that. And so it's really looking at how can we keep the liver functioning at optimum level. I promise you, you keep your liver functioning and you can live a life of vitality. You don't have to age. No one says there's a difference between getting old and getting older. All right. I don't even like the word old, but I actually like that saying, right? We're getting older, but we ain't getting old. All right. You can be in your 30s and 40s and still have organs of like a teenager, but that is your decision. So, sisters, how y'all feel, right? Since is there any brothers in here? I don't know. I didn't see any. We had a lot of people got their tickets, right? It was about 15 people, 15 to 20 people, but I only see five in here. But that is all good because the five that's in here, y'all supposed to get this information. All right. So, sisters, how y'all feel? All right. Now, I'm gonna lay this on y'all. And I did a couple of lives and I did a few videos on my YouTube. If you don't follow me on YouTube, Shakira Fatima. All right. And I'll put the link in here in the chat once we're done. Make sure you have Q&A at the end because we're gonna definitely be answering some questions. So this is how y'all feel, right? Endometriosis or fibroids, right? This and this is I'm speaking to the ones that's in their 20s, 30s, and into the 40s, right? And even in the 50s as well. This is something that we really, really must pay attention to because it's almost like fibroids and endometriosis and all of these different female hormonal diseases. It's like it's destined, like automatically you turn a certain age and this is what we are to expect, especially if a woman in your family already has it. You have a higher chance of developing it, but only if you don't take care of your body. So how is fibroids and endometriosis and ovarian cysts and all of these female hormonal diseases related to the liver? Well, it is so interesting. The liver is responsible for getting rid of excess estrogen. Estrogen, right, is the big problem that we're talking about when it comes to these challenges. High estrogen, low progesterone. The estrogen has taken over, and this is why we're seeing a high number of fibroids, a high number of endometriosis, a high number of ovarian cysts. The estrogen and the androgen testosterone is too high. And why? Well, stress, right? We're in stressful environments. This system is so, it's just so interesting to really look at. I want us to think about our great great grandmothers. We look at that life like that was boring. Let's take away all of the different things that we do today. Take away the aesthetics. We get our nails done, right? And did y'all see? By the way, did y'all see that study? The New York Post said that Europe has banned gel nail polish because of its effects on the female reproductive system. Now, let me tell y'all something. Story time. I knew about that like a couple years now, but is it me or you're getting your nails done is like an addictive thing? I'm gonna be honest. Hey, what did Kanye said? I got a problem with spending before I get it. Well, you're self-conscious. I'm just the first to admit it. Yeah, I admit it. There is an addiction with us as women in getting our nails done. But let's really think about to a simpler time with our great 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 grandmothers. They didn't care about none of that. None of that mattered, right? They're on a farm. Life was simple, right? And so they're taking care of their family, they're taking care of their husband, they're taking care of their children. And what do you know? There were no fibroids back then. If you were to, if your great ancestors were to come back in this time, they'd be like, honey, what you talking about? They don't know what that is, because all of these things are created from a stressful environment. We are forced, our body is forced into a more of a masculine state. And so it has to, your body is morphing to that. And and your liver has to work harder to keep up with your lifestyle. Are you following me? Are you guys picking up? Y'all ladies picking up what I'm putting down? So people with endometriosis have a higher risk of developing fatty liver, right? A sign that pelvic inflammation and liver metabolism are connected. Now, I did put some studies here, just so if you guys want to look that up, you can, because there are studies that show the link between endometriosis and fatty liver. But oh my God, how? If my I go to my gynecologist and she says nothing about you had this problem, well, you need to take care of your liver, honey. No, because they don't connect the dots. And again, this is basic anatomy. Liver gets rid of excess estrogen out of the body. But when it's fatty, it can't do that. So now your estrogen takes over and your progesterone becomes low because you are stressed. The body is stressed. It's trying so hard. So the liver helps process estrogens, right? And this is for those with peri and postmenopause, right? Peri and postmenopause, those in your 40s and 50s and your 50s and 60s, are linked with rises in non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and changes in fats and hormone handling. So let me ask y'all a question, and I want you to put in the chat. Do you guys think menopause is real? Do you ladies think menopause is real? Put something in the chat. Put yes, put no. Like what are your thoughts on, I really want to know. I hope this is recorded. This is so good. Yes, yes. I'm tracking. I love it. You don't. Oh, thank you, Vonnie. I love it. Oh, I'm getting chills talking to y'all. I'm getting chills doing this. Do anybody else weigh in? Do y'all really believe in menopause? Does anybody else believe in menopause? Yes? Come on, I'm checking the chat. Okay, Candace said yes, it's real. Okay, Candace, I love that. And the reason why I love that is because I want to see how y'all mind work. Okay, how the mind works. Now, this is based upon research, all right, and based upon my thoughts and what I have been studying for the past couple of years. We've been taught about menopause. First, I want you to think back to the first time you heard of menopause. I know the first time I heard menopause, maybe a few years ago, when I began to really study health and wellness. And this is what, women were coming to me for in their, between their late 40s and in their 50s, even their early 40s. And they would say to me, oh, this menopause is kicking my butt. And I'm like, oh, okay. And this is why I was fresh in the game, fresh, like baby fresh in the health and wellness. So I started studying it and I'm like, okay, hot flashes, diminished ovarian activity. Okay. What else? Mood changes, weight changes, your menstrual cycle begins to stop. Okay. Okay. So then I started studying other cultures. I'm talking about cultures that are not Americanized, Europeanized. They're not eating the same foods as us. They're not doing the same things as us. They're not wearing the clothes we're wearing, right? The tight clothes that we're wearing, the jeans that just disrupts our hormonal balance. And I found that in these specific countries like Africa, India, ancient in Asia, that the women are not going through menopause. They don't even know what that is. Did you know that at once upon a time, women were having babies even after their 50s? Did you know that? Women were having children. Matter of fact, you were considered still young at age 50, not old. What we deem old in America is based upon how one lives, because by age 50, your body is wiped out. So yeah, menopause is real here in America because of how we take care of our bodies, how ladies, what are we doing up until from 0 to age 50 that we can make sure our ovaries don't age. I want to make sure my ovaries stay young. I don't want it to age. So I'm going to do all that I can to keep my ovaries young. I'm going to make sure I'm taking care of my liver. I'm going to make sure I'm taking my omegas, right? Omegas are very, very good for keeping your ovaries young, keeping the estrogen and progesterone in balance. You keep your ovaries young, you keep your gut good, you keep your liver flush, and I can't say for certain for purposes, medicinal purposes and all of that, saying, oh, she said I won't have it. I can almost guarantee that you will not experience a hot flash when you turn your 40s and your 50s. If you take care of your hormones, you take care of your ovaries. And then you have to also denounce that it's automatic. Because grandma and mama and them told you that it was automatic when you turn 40, 50 years old. I denounce it. I know women who are in their late 50s now who do not deal with menopause, who do not deal with the symptoms. Okay? Are y'all picking up? Are we picking up? So I'm not telling you to not believe in it. I'm telling you that there are other ways you can think about the science and the stigma of menopause. And then once you automatically accept that this is something that's going to happen to you, well, guess what? Your ovaries heard that. The cells in your ovaries heard that. You communicated to them because you are the commander. They are your loyal soldiers. So your loyal ovary said, oh, you're right. You said we're going to age by age 45? On it. Configuring. I'm going to age by age 45. And that's what happens. So I just want you to really pivot and start to really think about your body that way. You are the commander. All right. So surgical or hormonal changes matter. U.S. data shows hysterectomies. Oh my gosh. Hysterectomies is associated with higher non-alcoholic fatty liver disease prevalence. Another nudge to care for your liver health in gynecologic journeys. And there are hundreds of thousands of cases of hysterectomies per year, taking out your precious womanhood, your uterus, your ovaries, your fallopian tubes that source gave you that never wanted it to be removed. I'm giving you this information because source has landed this information on me, and it is my job to make sure that source's children has this too. We are source's children. You are the commander, and you must command your cells to do what you desire it to do. All right. So we're gonna go into the solutions. Now, do we got any brothers in here? And y'all can pass this on to your husbands. Y'all can pass this on to your boyfriends, your brothers, your fathers, right? We got any brothers in here? But if we don't, pass this information on, screenshot it, and let them know, because the prostate issues is more prevalent in Black men than any other group in the world. And it's all connected to the liver. And there's studies to prove it. But again, the doctor that they go to, the nephrologist, right, that deals with the kidneys, and because all of that's connected, they're not going to say, oh, sir, you should take care of your liver. Well, I'm telling you here right now, you need to take care of your liver. That's the root. Okay, let me hide this. All right. So men with fatty liver show higher rates of erectile dysfunction, right? And improving the insulin can help both erections and liver fat. So if your waistline, it looks like, that area where it's like protruding, especially with men, that automatically is a sign that he's at stake for prostate issues and some kind of erectile dysfunction issues. All right. So if you have men in your family, you want to pass this information on to your dad, to your grandfather, your boyfriend, husband, brother, cousin, make sure you let them know that they can absolutely avoid prostate issues and erectile dysfunction and all of the male challenges and male hormones that they're suffering from if they take care of their liver and their gut 4 times a year. Where's my mouse? Okay. All right. So we talked about it. The liver lipids means fat, right? Lipid means fat. The liver regulates your fat metabolism and your waste removal. So how well you're able to get rid of waste, that's your liver. You're constipated, your liver's constipated as well, which also will constipate the gut in the bowels. Excess fats disrupts. This is about the. I had a slide about glaucoma. If you did came to my other class, you know that glaucoma is absolutely related to a fatty liver. All right, and so you can pass this information on to family members dealing with glaucoma, because that's absolutely can be avoided too. And in glaucoma, if that's something that is in your family, or it runs in the family, I want you to know that, again, no matter what disease name it is, you are the commander, and you do not have to own that disease, because it all has a root somewhere. We have to start looking at the body as a whole and not in pieces. All right. So the liver gateway to emotional balance. What you feel, your body is feeling to, your organs are feeling to. So liver and emotional stabilization. So the liver is closely tied to emotions of anger and frustration, right? So stored anger in the body, in the cells, in your cerebellum, which is like your memory, it impacts liver function. So these are all the different things, the daily stresses and the frustrations that we have. We're dealing with work. What else? We're dealing with traffic, right? And we get so irritable. And this is not one time. I'm talking about like all the time. This is a signal that your liver and your gut needs cleansing, specifically the liver. Anger impacts your liver immediately. Did you know a thought impacts your health immediately? And then well, have you ever thought about where the thought that you're thinking comes from? There's a saying that I learned from one of my teachers. He said, "Are your thoughts thinking for you?" Meaning you have that one thought, and the next thing you know, thousands of other thoughts come after that. And now you're just stuck in a loop of thoughts that really is not your own, but now you're stuck because created a whole whirlwind of more stress thoughts. That's why it is so important of mindfulness. Mindfulness. Once you have that thought, all right, calm down. All right, Kara, it's not that deep. Calm down. Take a breath. Pivot. All right, y'all with me? All right. And that is just a practice that we constantly have to do for ourselves to maintain this body, right? Remember, you don't want your cells to age. I don't want my ovaries to age. I ain't saying I'm about to have babies all up in my 50s and 60s, but I still want to be able to have young organs. So, impact of liver health on emotional well-being. A cleansed liver with open bile ducts leads to less emotional turbulence and improved mood. Have y'all ever been in like a grocery store and people just don't smile? Like they got this nasty look on their face. Like they don't even smile. You smile, they don't smile back. But I don't get personal. It's not personal because they're constipated. I see people with these scrunched up faces. They're constipated. They can't smile. They can't. They can't. Because internally, their body is screaming. They're screaming. What is there to be happy about? They have nothing to be happy about. So we must reach that person and letting them know that you're not, it's not that you're angry, right? You're holding on to things in your organs that's allowing you to keep these anger thoughts. And when you cleanse, I've had so many reviews. They tell me, oh my gosh, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. When they did my Flush Your Liver Challenge, how they felt better, happiness, skin glowing, more energy, better sleep, greater happiness and vitality. So emotional health and organ function are interconnected. Anger and frustration may reflect messages from the liver, and addressing your liver health enhances both physical and emotional balance. So you have to understand the messages from your body and your spirit, and you have to view your health through a metaphysical whole lens. Okay? All right. So we're going to be talking about this tonight. All right. But I just want to show this here. Now, this Juice Plus, I'm constantly talking about. If you know me, I'm talking about my products and what I've produced and what I've made by hand. And I'm also talking about Juice Plus. Now, I don't big up a company for no reason. I had to really sift through like the research and say, hey, and let me keep y'all tell y'all I read a lot of these research papers. Yeah, I do. I read them all because I want to make sure that yeah, I know for certain that this is what it's going to do to my body and then those who I am also serving. And I wouldn't serve you nothing that I didn't do for myself. So Juice Plus are whole food powders in the omega oil that provides concentrated nutrition from variety fruits and vegetables. Now, if you heard what I said earlier that omegas is good for hormones, it absolutely is because what omegas do, specifically the omega 3, omegas help the estrogen and the progesterone communicate better. See, endometriosis and fibroids and even menopause is due to excess estrogen, which allows the estrogen to signal the body to grow more tissue. And that's what we're looking at. That's what the fibroids are, just excess estrogen encapsulated into a tumor. When the progesterone is low, the progesterone, which is the sister hormone of estrogen, can't say, hey, girl, you need to stop growing this tissue. All right. You need to slow down. But the progesterone's voice don't get heard. Why? Because they lack communication. The communication is cut off. And the omega comes in and say, hey, I'm here to put y'all back into communication, put y'all back into connection. Once you have a lot of omegas in your body, your estrogen, those sister hormones and progesterone can start talking to each other and saying, slow down on that tissue growth. Progesterone comes in, got it, sis. And now you have a balanced uterus and a balanced ovary. So now fibroids dissipates, ovarian cyst dissipates, and menopausal quote unquote symptoms dissipate. You need omegas in your life. All right. And I take them every single day. All right. So here's this clinical trials, right? Since 95, Juice Plus has been the subject of 33 human clinical trials, resulting in 48 plus published scientific research papers. And it really, really helps with cardiovascular health, protects your heart. What do we talk about? The cholesterol, maintains blood pressure, supports healthy, normal elasticity of your arteries in the long run. We think of for the long run. We're not thinking about, oh, I'm in my 20s, I'm in my 30s. I'm not feeling none of this, what she's saying, because I don't have those symptoms. But carry on, go off, sis. No, we're thinking about our health in our 40s, and we're also thinking about our health in our 50s and our 60s. All right. So, why is it important? What's this like flush your liver challenge she's talking about? And we're almost to the end, y'all. Stay. We about 41 minutes in. We're about to end, and I got a surprise for y'all. All right. So the flush your liver challenge, right? 4 times a year. Why do I have to do this? Well, 4 times a year is like the minimum recommended amount of liver flushes that you should do. Okay. So why is liver flushing is vital? Right? Helps your gut. See, people think about the gut health, gut health, gut health, gut health, but it is your liver. There's a specific vein that connects your gut to your liver, and you need that bile flowing to your small intestine into the entire bowels. That's going to help you to have better gut bacteria, better gut microbiome. Gut and liver are together. They're like brothers. So you have to think of it like that. You want to work on your gut health, you need to work on your liver. So the liver flush is not just liver. You're flushing your gut, your gallbladder, you're working on your spleen, you're giving yourself a kidney cleanse, you're giving yourself an ovarian cleanse, you're giving yourself a uterine cleanse, you're giving a kidney cleanse. Did I mention a pancreas cleanse? Your whole body is literally benefiting from a liver flush. That's why we say it's the best whole body detox you can do. All right. And a lot of people, this is my main thing. A lot of people have gallstones and don't even know it. All of the people that done my liver flush has passed stones, most of them. And they're like, oh my God, I didn't even know that was there. I didn't even know it was there. When I it took me like 6 flushes to see gallstones. At first, I'm like, oh, I'm healthy. I don't have gallstones. After I did the liver flush like 4 or 5 times. Well, it took my sixth time. Holy smokes. I seen gallstones come out. And when I tell you, family, I felt so good. You're supposed to rest on the seventh day when after the liver flush. My liver flush people know that. I couldn't. I couldn't. I was cleaning. I was up. I was doing stuff. I had all these ideas was firing off in my mind. Oh, I could do this. Oh my God. Just thinking of different ways that I could serve people. I was firing a minute constantly. My energy was through the roof. You think I'm on 10 now? This is not even 10. This is like 5. Okay. So you may be having gallstones. You don't know it. You don't. And I want to help you to know, right? And so this is the process, right? We use tart cherry juice or apple juice because it's high in malic acid, and that helps to soften the cholesterol deposits, which are the gallstones. And then we do the grapefruit juice and olive oil that stimulates the bile flow so that you can now release those gallstones and clear your bile ducts. Then we add in the magnesium citrate. That's going to help your gallbladder expand to a third of its size so that you're ready to push that sludge out. And then my liver chi blend is going to help you to magnetize your liver, to get your liver strong, and to prepare the body for what it's about to do. All right. So if a significant number of gallstones are passed during your first time, you need to perform flushes every 4 weeks until no more stones are observed. So we'd say 4 times a year, but let's say you pass so many, you can do it every 3 to 4 weeks. And a lot of people do that until they don't see a lot. And I'm telling you, let me tell you, I want you to go in your search engine right now and on Google type in breast cancer in the liver, endometriosis in the liver, fibroids in the liver. Every disease you think of when it comes to the hormones and female diseases and oh yeah, the liver. All right. Are you following me? Are y'all picking up? Okay, key takeaway, regular liver flushing ensures proper bile flow. It supports all of your organs and promotes overall vitality. All right. Now, this is the kit, right? These are what you're going to be doing once you, because I know y'all listening like, yo, can she just get to the part where I need to get this liver flush kit? I'm ready. But I got to show you. I got to show you what you're about to get, right? I got to show you. So this is the kit. And we upgraded the kit. We upgraded the kit. Now it comes with my colon cleanse and my liver chi butter. Yes, I went there. My liver chi butter. Now, what is the liver chi butter? You put it on your liver gallbladder area so that the week of your liver flush, it helps you to prepare for the gallstones to get rid of. I don't be playing when I be making my butters, baby. I don't play. Okay. And one sister, she put it near her uterus because she was dealing with fibroids. She said it helped with the pain with the fibroids. And I put clove powder in there. I put black walnut, wormwood, right? All those things for what? Parasites. I put beet powder. I put milk thistle, yellow dock, dandelion root, burdock. All of that is in that butter, and all of that is in the liver chi blend. And that's what you're getting. This is your kit right here. And then on the other side, the tart cherry and the pink grapefruit, that's something that you have to get, right? You can get it from a Publix or Sprouts or Giant if you're in the East Coast. And this is what you need to perform the flush. But don't worry, we got you. I have a whole group of people that's already done it. And if you are a newbie to this detox, you've never done this in your life, do not worry. I got you. My team got you. One of my top members is my uncle Amir. He got you. He's a pro. I'm telling you, he took it far. He like, yo, he looks forward to it. And a lot of my people are where my people at that's already done the liver flush. They in here. They love it. They be like, when's the next one? I remember I was going through something last year and I was just, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I was kind of depressed. I don't even like using that word, damn, but I couldn't find another word. And so I had people in the liver flush group hit me up talking about yo, where you at? When we doing this thing? And that automatically lifted my spirits up because I have y'all are counting on me and I'm counting on y'all. Y'all help me. We help each other. And so I'm like, yo, let me get up, shake this off. Cause it's time to do this flush. So yeah. Yeah, I see. Let me check the chat. Let me check the chat. Looking forward to it. Come on now. Go ahead, Doc. All right, ready for round two. Yes, round two. All right. So I got a special treat for y'all tonight. Y'all ready? Put a one in the chat if you are ready. If you are ready, put a one in the chat. And this is only for the people that are here tonight. 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 Okay, so we're gonna this is the herbs that's in the liver, right? In my liver chi blend. Y'all can screenshot that so y'all know what y'all taking. I thought the next slide was the big but yeah, this is all of the herbs in there, the milk thistle, the cassia chips, wild yam root. Wild yam root does what? Support your progesterone levels. And it also helps to support your liver. Look at that in hormonal balance. Wild yam root, progesterone alert. I need more of it. So take note of that, all right? So y'all got this screenshot? Y'all ready for that gift that I promised y'all? See, I see. Oh, y'all going up. One, 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 one. Let's get to it. Today. Right now. Tonight. Tonight. Okay? The usual price of my Flush Your Liver Challenge is $199. Because you're not only getting that kit, you're getting two of my ebooks. And I'm going to give you the link tonight to download your free ebook, right? And then you're going to get a special link, a coupon from me that you're going to get this kit for $99. Two ebooks. You're getting the liver flush kit, which is the colon cleanse, the liver blend, the magnesium citrate, and the liver butter. You're getting all of that for $99. And once you invest in your liver flush kit, you will be added to my WhatsApp private group with others from around the world that is liver flushing as well. Are you ready to act on this? I need to see it in the chat. All right. Y'all ready for me to drop this link? Are y'all ready for me to drop this link? $99 for all that value. You are, and not only that, you are able to detox with the liver flush kit for 4 detoxes. This is not just a one time, I'm investing $99. You are investing in 4 detoxes. 99 divided by 4, you do the math. Value. All right. So no further ado, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Where y'all at? Let's get that link in the chat. I should have had my cousin in here and say, cuz, share that link for me one time. All right. But we're going to get that link. We are going to get that link. Okay. So once you get the link, all right, you're going to download the ebook. All right. I'm giving it to you right now. You're going to download the ebook. Right. And then you're going to put your email in. You're going to do all of that good stuff. I'm putting it in here. Right. You're going to put in your email your name. And then you're going to get a message that says download PDF. Then you're going to get a follow-up message as well. You're going to also get another page that's going to say, hey, time to join the Flush Your Liver Challenge. Now it's going to show it's going to take you to my other website, right? And it's going to show that the price is $125. Right now we have $70 off, and that's for people who missed this event, but you did it, so you get $25 off. All right, that discount code is coming. Just be patient. All right, and that's only for those who are on the call tonight. All right, tonight. So let me get that code for y'all. I'm gonna do that right now. Are y'all downloading it? Are y'all downloading it? Let's see. Event is the code. Event is the code. Okay. Event is the code. I'm gonna put that in there. I should have made, pardon me, I should have made this, I should have made this link. But you know what? I'm like, I gotta make sure that the people on the event, they get a special price. Cause y'all came and showed up for yourself. You understand? So that link is officially active. All right. So you downloaded it. All right, cool. Here's the code. You ready? Here's the code. Events. Put that in there right now. Let me know if it works. If it don't work, we got to troubleshoot. Vonnie, I see the hearts, boo. Thank you so much. Yes, put that code in. Event. And that's your special code. Act right now, right now, right now. See, what I do, right? When I need something, I don't be like, oh, I need that. It's going to help me survive. It's going to help me thrive. Right? Because that's what the brain is always looking for. We always looking for ways to thrive and survive. Yeah. I want to thrive. I need that. Oh, what? $25? Put that up in there. Yeah. All right. So event. And then I got to share my screen again because I had to pivot and show y'all that. Right? I had to show y'all that because I couldn't just get off without not giving y'all that code, right? So now you downloaded the ebook, right? And you getting that special price just for you right now, right today. Once you order your liver flush kit, you're going to get another email of the second ebook. And you're going to get the link to join the WhatsApp group with other people. We got people in there from Africa. We got people in there from Georgia here too. I should do a group meetup, y'all. I should do that, right? I got a couple of people in the group from Georgia. I should do like a pop-up in person. Like, yo, what's the vibes? What y'all think about that for all my people in Georgia, right? We got people in Philly. We got people in New York. Hey, shout out to my New York. That's where I'm from. Brooklyn in the house. Best I do or die, right? And so we got people all over the world. Now, this is another event I'm doing tonight. Y'all, I'm talking again. Yes, this throat chakra is being used tonight. Okay. So I will be speaking again in about 4 minutes. So I'm going to need y'all to meet me there in 4 minutes. All right. 646-510-6702 is the code. All right. So if you want to meet me at the Hidden Gut event, you are really going to get your mind blown. Someone in the chat said, Dr. Shakira, you on fire tonight. Thank you. You're going to see some more fire, right? I've been going for an hour straight and I'm about to go 30 minutes more. So go ahead and meet me over there. The hidden gut triggers behind stress and anxiety. And I'm going to be speaking on that tonight and how gut and stress is interrelated. And that people who have stress issues and anxiety, they deal with gut health issues. All right. They're both one and the same. All right. So make sure that y'all go ahead and screenshot this because y'all got to type that Zoom information when you get in a Zoom. They already on the call. They waiting for me. They already on the call. They waiting for me. So y'all can go ahead and hop on in there. But I want to make sure two things that y'all downloaded my free ebook. Hey, that's the recipe book for your liver flush. You're gonna need that. And then you got that discount code. All right. All right. Yes. Someone said, thank you. Yes, you are so welcome, y'all. This has been an amazing time sharing with y'all. I mean, I love what I do. I have like the best job in the world because I get to help you. And my lane is helping women. That's my expertise. Is really, I have a 90-day hormone reset program where I work with women in their 30s and 40s and even the 50s. Come on through, right? Come on through. You have hormonal issues, right? That you have energy fatigue. And it's really around the 9 to 5 woman, the woman that works, right? The woman that feels, oh my God, I really can't prioritize my health right now because I work, the commute to work is long. When I get home, I'm too tired. So I'm too tired to do anything else. All I want to do is sit on my couch, watch TV, and go to sleep. So I develop a program just for her. I'm talking to you, just for you, that it's a plan in place that yes, you can. Everything is laid out step by step so that you don't feel like you're abandoning your health, your life. You are more important than that job. And I'm going to show you that. And then we get to the good part. As you do the transformation, I am going to show you how you can separate yourself from that 9 to 5 hustle. listen, listen, listen. This damn economy. Exactly. But listen, we got, see, it's chess, baby. I'm gonna show you how to play chess. Right? The game is rigged, yeah, but we're gonna learn how to dribble the ball in the court the right way. We're gonna learn how to be the Kobe's and the Michael Jordans and the Lisa Leslie's and the, you know what I mean? Yeah, y'all following? All right, it's 7:59. I'm gonna stop this recording. Thank you so much for everybody who watches the replay. I hope you enjoyed it. I trust you enjoyed it. Let's stop this recording right now.